Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Daryl.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to give a theory about the scars on Michonne and Daryl's back. What are they? And Daryl here has an interesting theory of what we think could be going on here.
So, guys, from episode 6, we saw Michonne, when she was in Alexandria, had a scar on her left, I'd say left flank, or left back area. In episode 7, we got to see the same scar on Daryl. Now, on Daryl's back, there were other scars, which we know his father kind of beat him, and so those scars could have been. He did have an X up on his left shoulder, but the primary X scar is on the lower left side.
And it's about the size of the palm of a hand or an entire hand. But it appears around, is that the kidney or liver area?
Probably like around the liver area. Yeah, so they're showing this for a reason. They want us to see it.
Absolutely.
One of my main theories is, as we've seen, Michonne is very distrustful. We know that they've created a council to decide whether new people can come in. So I'm thinking at some point during the time jump, they may have allowed people to come in, new people come in. Something must have happened. Not sure if they went crazy. And I mean, you would have to put people, to get Daryl and Michonne down to give them a scar, they have to be pretty strong and forceful, kind of like almost a takeover. So maybe something happened where a bigger group came in. They, did some type of torturing on them. But I don't think it's the Whisperers doing it either.
No,
but that's just kind of my theory that made Michonne distrust people. They formed a council, and that's what they're doing.
And I'm going to play kind of devil's advocate here, because I don't think that after all that this group has been through, no disrespect to your theory, but I don't think that after all that these groups have been through that they would just allow a group to come in and overtake them like that. Now, they may not have a choice. Now, we do know that there's about a 5 or 6 year gap, so there's obviously something that happened there that we are most likely going to get a lot more information on. Is this another helicopter where they continue to lead this on throughout the years and never tell us? Was it maybe someone needed an organ and a transplant was attempted on multiple people to save another individual's life that we don't yet know?
I don't know. It seems, I get that piece. I'm kind of going it off of how the community was prior to Rick.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to come together. They were wanting to accept, like the Saviors, basically. The Saviors were bad, yes, not all of them, but they were trying to accommodate and let people rejoin the community. So that's kind of where I'm basing it, where maybe for a time they were trying to still live on with Carl and Rick's philosophy. So they allowed maybe a larger group to come in, and that's when things kind of went haywire. Maybe that group decided, well, I don't like the way they're doing things here. Let's try to take over. And maybe there was a battle, and they captured people, and that's how they tortured them. Not really. Why would you put an X on them? Maybe X marks the spot for, we'll find you. Like if we find you again and we lift up your cert, okay, yeah, you were one. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's hard to say right now.
It is, and I think we'll get more information on this as we get more reveals on who else has the scars. Is it multiple communities? If it's multiple members of other communities, then that kind of throws out the theory of, well, this was a group that came in and took over Alexandria, right? Because they would need to take over multiple communities.
Right.
But yeah, it's very interesting that this was highlighted on Michonne and Daryl in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely something that happened with both of them.
If it turns out to just be an organ transplant, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah. Well, and to piggyback off of that conversation, I don't think that they have the necessary medical equipment to perform something like that. So I don't necessarily think it's that. I'm just kind of shooting it. Like, this literally kept me up, longer than I needed to be up, thinking about what the hell could this be.
Right. And I know others are, on YouTube are doing videos the same, trying to figure out what does this X signify. Many theories out there. Hopefully they'll give us some information soon, but we just wanted to throw it out. And who knows?
Maybe it's not even an incision. It could be a brand.
Could be a brand. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's basically what I was thinking. A brand of some it's not the Whisperers, of course, but maybe some other community that they're kind of giving us a piece, and that might come later down the road.
Maybe it's not even a community. Maybe it's a pact between Daryl and Michonne, or a pact between multiple people that have this marking signify them as...
There was a theory that since it's on Michonne and Daryl, it's not exact. It kind of in the same place where Rick was injured. You know? Now, I don't know. I mean, it did go through his left side like that, but I don't know if that is something Michonne and Daryl said, okay, in loving memory of Rick, let's X marks the spot. That doesn't, I don't know, you know? X marks the spot of where Rick was fatally injured.
Apocalyptic tattoo.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, very interesting, guys. Let us know what you think is up with the brand or incision on Daryl and Michonne's lower back.
Yes, let us know about this X marking the spot, guys, and let us know your theories and thoughts on that as well. So please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and follow us at NocBro Nation on Twitter and Facebook, and stay tuned for more Walking Dead videos coming soon. We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.